Please welcome John Craven. I brought your drum over. That's a bit antisocial.
I like my top of whiskey now.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, you can go straight over to the bar and we'll finish it. So tell us about this computer program, or this website.
Yeah, well, the feeling now, and I'm sure it's true, is that a lot of older people want to learn, but they don't really want to go back to school again. You know, they don't want to go to night school. They don't want to face teachers.
They probably didn't enjoy it the first time around.
That's right. Well, a lot of people didn't, you know, and it's those sort of people that we're trying to catch with this scheme, because there's no certificate at the end, no exam, you know. It's just to broaden your mind.
And you can do it at your own pace.
You do it at your own pace. It's about 10 hours work, but you can go back and revise on it whenever you want. You can actually set up a little note box on the computer and type your notes so you've got them later. And the idea is that, and a lot of older people, well, middle age now, they reckon, is 55 onwards.
Good grief, how can they tell when you're middle-aged if you don't know how long you're going to live?
I don't know.
Well, you don't know where the middle is, do you? I've always had a problem with that, really.
But we're all much younger, aren't we, now?
Much?
We over 55s are quite young, aren't we?
Yes! Very loud, yes. What sort of subjects are we talking about, John?
Well, to start off with, the most interesting subjects, the ones that most people want, are computer.
Keeping up with grandchildren.
Keeping up with, how to get online. And, of course, you need to know that skill, really, to get to do these courses. But once you get onto the website, it's dead easy, so easy to follow. So computers techniques are a big one. Family history.
Oh, genealogy.
Yeah. Everybody wants to know about their family history, you know.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
It's got everybody going, doesn't it? We all want to know where we came from there.
I've done a little bit so far. I read on one website that... well, I knew my grandfather was a blacksmith, but beyond... in Yorkshire, because, you know, all my family are from Yorkshire.
You got the right name.
Yeah.
Craven.
Craven. And then before that, everybody was in the foundry business, you know, working in foundries. You know, tough job, I couldn't
So you've
do it.
always been connected with iron and steel?
Yeah, that's right. Must be why I enjoyed seeing those engines there.
Going back to what you were saying earlier about failing 11+, we've got this whole new examination system which is being proposed now, the English Baccalaureate, to replace the GCSEs, which replaced O-levels, and we're told this will be more like O-levels. Interesting what you were saying there about people who failed at school. Failing the 11+ was a big hurdle for most people. You feel as though you've fallen at the age of 11, and that's it, you're a second-class citizen.
Yeah, I mean, I just scraped through. I don't know about you, but...
I didn't scrape through.
You didn't?
No.
You're not a second-class citizen.
No, but I think you grow up, not with a chip on your shoulder, but your expectations have lowered at a very early age. You know, you imagine that doors are closed to you. They're not.
No.
But you're sort of
something like 5 million people in this country resent the fact that they failed the 11+. And a lot of those... I mean, some people, like your good self, did very well, although you failed the 11+. But some people, you know... they close their doors to any prospect of any more education.
But doesn't it happen again, then, at university level? If you don't get into... you don't go to university, there's another kind of thing there. So it's this business of actually saying to people, you know, you are now in your prime, and we like to think we are.
That's right,
don't we,
absolutely. And that education isn't just for children.
Yeah.
You know, education is for everybody. And not in an incredibly formal way, but just so that you know a little bit more about something you're interested in. I mean, gardening's another subject on this website. It's called Love to Learn.
I must go on. I probably will.
Yeah. And they're thinking of languages. I'd love to improve my French. My French is appalling. I once went on French television when I was doing news round because it was shown in France to help French children improve their English. And they said, will you do the interview in French? Well, I said, I'll try. So the first answer was appalling. And in my earpiece, I heard my French being translated into French.
oh, that's the ultimate indignity, isn't it, really? It's not like subtitles for the hard of hearing, isn't it? But this learning thing, is that what keeps you going? What keeps you doing Country File?
We're very lucky in our job, aren't we? That we're learning new things all the time. I would say I know a little bit about an awful lot, but not much about anything. Yeah. But because you always do. In our job, you're sort of looking through windows and discovering all the time from, you know, different aspects of life. But many people who have retired, especially those who've taken early retirement, you know, there is a danger that they'll just sit back and maybe vegetate a bit.
Well, you often find, don't you, that people who retire suddenly like that and don't do anything don't last very long.
That's
right. I think it's keeping this going.
So it's
really.
keeping the old brain going.
And being a generalist is a good thing. I had a friend who said that specialisation leads to extinction, and the more and more you specialise, you end up learning absolutely everything about absolutely nothing.
Nothing, right.
And I think to know a bit about everything is quite good round a dinner table.
Yes.
You are the man to invite to dinner. So we get onto this website by just going to...
You go to lovetolearn.co.uk. And then there's a big selection to choose from. And, you know, I think it's going to quite revolutionise the way that older people, can I say older people? People
more mature people.
Yes, more mature people.
People in the prime of their lives.
Yes. Discover about things. Yeah. And you, as I say, there's no exam. You just tick it off at the end as you've expanded your mind.
Your own examiner.
Yeah.
We like that. Michael Gove doesn't get involved. My thanks to John Craven. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please welcome Debra Stephenson. Make you do many takes of that.
I feel a little exposed after that.
Oh, it's such a contrast going from the Impressionist to Corrie to whatever. But this red tractor scheme is really good. You know, as a countryman and a grower, I mean, this really cheers me up that you're supporting this. Tell us a bit more about this red tractor. When people see the emblem, you know, you get it on food in your supermarket, there's a little red tractor on it.
I think a lot of people haven't even noticed it, but actually it's on so many products. The British flag means it's all traceable back to British farms. I think there's 78,000 farms that are British red tractor assured. Yeah. And so it's products across from dairy to fruit and veg and meat as well.
So what does it say about the product that's
well,
got the sticker on
it means that it's all a good standard of quality and good standard of animal welfare, food hygiene and safety, and also environmental impact as well. So you kind of know what you're getting. And I think there's a lot of pressure and also a bit of guilt, really. I think if you don't buy all organic products, I think some people are feeling that, and a lot of people are feeling that, oh, I want to, you know, do the best for my kids and my family and feed them the best stuff. And of course, it's really, really expensive for a lot of people. So at least this way, you know that you're getting good quality food, you know where it's from. And so I'm right behind it, because
And supporting British producers.
Exactly.
Obviously, we really must. We must go for, you know, good quality food as well as, you know, we all look at the prices on the packets, but it's got to, you know, from this country and not brought gazillions of miles overseas. Sorry, little hobby horse. I've got over it now. It's fine. But what a transformation, though, from the different people you played to Coronation Street, which must have been a bit of a, oh my goodness, a bit of a scary prospect when you did that.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, and of course I didn't really do impressions for television until after that. So so I was an actress before.
Before you became... Could you always do impressions then from being young?
But yeah, I started doing impressions when I was about 6.
Who did you do when you were 6?
I used to say, when I become Prime Minister. So, yes, Pam Ayres.
When you're doing someone like Nigella that we saw then, what's the process? What do you go through to actually do them?
You just need to look and really, really study and see if they've got any catchphrases or if there's any particular anything that they do. I mean, if I'm looking at someone like Fiona Bruce, let's say, she's got those magnificent eyebrows. So she might say, we've got some very interesting news about the coalition. Or she might say, we've got some very exciting news about the weather. Or she might say, we've got some disastrous news about the economy.
We're all going to be watching Bruce's eyebrows.
It's the eyebrows, up and down, up and down, up and down.
That's a talent you can do.
And, yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if she does do that, but she certainly has got those eyebrows that you really notice, and that well-modulated voice. And if it's someone like Katie Price, for instance, she tends to say a lot of the same things, like, well, she licks her lips and she says, well, you know, at the end of the day, and, you know, if I'm honest, you know, at the end of the day, and, well, if I'm honest...
Much more to it, really.
And then when Stacey saw him, oh my God, I'm excited. What do you start? Oh my God, 20 Impressionist. Oh, I am. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, God,
she sat there about 2 weeks ago. Scary.
Oh,
there are some who were gifts. There are some, I guess, who were harder to get than others. Who were the really tough ones.
Well, probably the toughest one. Actually, weirdly, I found Davina very difficult at first, and also Claudie Winkleman. But then I realised that what Claudie Winkleman actually does is she sort of looks through this fringe and speaks quite low and quite fast, and you know, sort of goes like that. And Sandy Toksvig, similar. She talks very quickly like that. Which is really better what she said, because she will just keep talking, and then suddenly go again. And that's just about the key to her.
We will support your red tractor, particularly if you say goodbye as Stacey Solomon.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, bye.
Debra Stephenson.